Partner requires 2 more kids ASAP. Will use IVF donor if I don't agree. Throwaway account here for obvious reasons. Me, 31M, and my partner, soon 30F, have a lovely kid who is now 1.5 years old. We've been together 8 years. She has always said she wants 3 kids. I knew I wanted at least 1. I assumed that we would take it 1 kid at a time and see how we felt about the next one. I mean, how can you know without experiencing what it's like to have a kid? But that was obviously a terrible mistake. Now that I've experienced the reality of parenting, and had some severe PPD and anxiety from a bunch of my own childhood trauma and neglect being dragged up from becoming a parent, I feel very scared and uncertain about having the next kid. I'm in individual therapy near weekly for the past 2 years. I could very well be one and done. She had a very traumatic birth and was scared about doing the next one for over a year, but now she's ovulating and wants to go for it. My partner says she has to have 3 kids, and that she'll be unhappy for the rest of her life knowing that 2 of the kids she should have aren't here. She just knows that 3 is the number she should have. She basically wanted to be done with all 3 kids by 30 to 31. She is very adamant that she doesn't want to be an old mother due to the increased risks, and that she wants to be able to watch her grandkids grow up. 35 is too old for her. She wanted to start at 25, but waited for me until 27, because I felt we had rather serious communication issues, and I wanted her to go to therapy. Before she turned 25, I was regularly bringing up issues we had, and it was pretty clear to me that the relationship wasn't ready, due to how our fights went, and me repeatedly bringing up concerns about how she was communicating with me. I assumed that should have been clear to any sensible person, but in hindsight I should have said it plainly to make sure her time wasn't wasted. However, it's long ago and I can't change that now. I have been clear about where I stand in the kid question since she was 25 every time we've talked. I feel there should be 2 enthusiastic yeses if we are to have our next kid, and that we need to talk this through without pressure before we conclude how to move forward. But this is basically not an option for her, and she is extremely sad and upset now. She feels she is out of time and needs to get started now with the next kid, since she already waited for me 2 years when I felt I wasn't ready to start our first kid. I feel an extreme amount of pressure on me, and am quite devastated too. She said that she'll go and have a kid via IVF sperm donor immediately if I don't want to make her pregnant. Both staying together and separating are options for her if she does that. If we stay together, I'll basically become a dad again anyways, just not to my own biological kid. If we separate, I'll lose a woman I love, time with my kid, our cozy home and life that we've built. And I'll probably be a present adult to the IVF kid in some capacity if we separate, since I'd probably need to help my partner out even if we separate, so she has more energy to be a good mother to our kid. I'm starting to feel like I can't stay if she gets assistance to become pregnant. But I don't want our kid to have a broken home either. She says she loves me, but she won't choose a relationship with me over having her 2 missing kids. She recently started ovulating again, and has basically demanded that I make a decision by her next ovulation. I'm disintegrating under the stress and feel devastated that it's come to this. It feels impossible to make a rational decision when I'm so sad and stressed over this. I also feel like even if I go ahead with kid 2, there is no way to know if I'll want kid 3, and so we might just go through this circus again in 2 years. Anyone got advice on what to do? Tia, partner, has stated that needs to have 2 more kids to be happy in life, and demands that I either make her pregnant ASAP, or she will go for a donor IVF. I could still stay with her according to her, but I'm starting to feel like I don't want to be in the relationship anymore if she does that. I feel lost and need help, advice.